A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. In this channeling session, I'm being shown, first of all, I'm picking onto the energy of a person who is representing a collective. So this is a collective reading. And the other thing that I want to tell you guys is that this is a world of inner work. So if you're here right now, you call yourself to this content and you're using me as a tool to go through something that you yourself are a match to. You just created me via your intuition because you needed a medium to do so. So the person energy that I'm picking on, I'm basically experiencing a range of emotions that this person is going through, and this person is definitely connected to the person who I'm channeling. Okay, so there are two strong energies that I am picking on today. I can sense a lot of guilt. There's a lot of guilt for their action that they feel and the pain that they have caused. Now probably they are regretting the choices they made, and they are also thinking that they are wishing actually that they could undo the hurt that they inflicted upon you, because they were very close to you at one time. What I am being shown, that they were so close to you that actually they realize it now, how close you were to them, or how much you loved them and how much you cared for them. They actually feel that what you did for them, the level of things you did for them, how much you went out of your way for them, they did not. They never did so. And now they're realizing that no one else can do that much for them the way you have done. And I think what I'm also being shown is that this has been your nature. You always put other people ahead of your needs. You always motivate other people. You always take care of other people. You always pamper other people. Even when you get great opportunities in life, you would rather give it to other people and not keep it for yourself. If you feel that you love a person, because anybody you love, you put them on a pedestal. It's not just the romantic relationship. Even if you love your mother, father, your brother, sister, your friends, anyone who's close to you, you like to put them on a pedestal. You always do that. So even if you get a great opportunity, a golden opportunity, you would rather pass it on to someone else without even understanding that they may not be fit for that role, or they may not have that quality or that skill or that talent. But you, in your mind, you always see people full of talents, full of skills, and in all honesty, deep down you know that they may not have those talents and skills as much as you have, or the same kind of beauty, but you don't want them to ever feel any less. That's the thing. So you have been motivating everyone. Now this person whose energy I'm picking on is feeling very guilty because they had the choice to choose you or to do something for you, but they did not. And now they are praying. I'm probably not praying as such, but praying in the sense they are praying to save themselves, because they also feel, without being selfish, actually this feeling has been given to me, that they feel very strongly that they don't want to get punished because of what they do to you, or what they did to you, what they did to you. They feel that it was so bad that maybe God is punishing them, or whatever they're going through in their life, they feel that it is happening as a result of what they said to you, what they did to you, or if they were mean to you, if they were rude to you, they misunderstood you. All of that they feel very strongly. Sometimes I'm also being shown that they do feel a bit upset with you, because they also feel, while they feel this regret on certain days, on some days they also get angry with you. They feel that you did not support them enough, or you did not understand them, or you had too many limitations and you made the limitations more important than them. But this complaint is less as compared to maybe the guilt they feel. They also have a very profound sense of remorse. They understand the consequences of their actions, and They understand that the negative impact it had on you, and they wish that only if they had acted a bit differently, a bit better, maybe things would have been different today. So now, after some time has passed, I'm being shown that they have a desire, a strong desire to make amends in their behavior, or they're just thinking about it deeply. There is a feeling of shame also. Like when they were behaving in whatever way they were behaving, at that time they felt it was absolutely alright to do whatever they did. There is nothing wrong, and they felt that their pain or their wound or their desire is more prominent here, was so much more important than fulfilling their desire, was so much more important than taking care of what they have made you go through, the struggle. So they are going through the feeling of self-disgust, self-condemnation. They feel that they played a role in hurting someone they cared about, and I'm being shown that they also did care about you. I'm being shown that they also cared about you. It was not a completely cold relationship. It was not a completely selfish relationship. Especially if it was a soul connection that went bitter or went sour. I'm being shown that they did have feelings for you, and they loved you also, they cared for you, but they were so immature. They were spiritually immature at that time. So they were probably not able to understand what wrong they did, and now they are trapped in such situations. So this person I'm being shown around you, and whosoever I'm channeling for, I wish to tell you guys that they have increased their empathy, they have increased their emotional quotient, which they did not have so much. I mean, they were very emotional for you at one time, but because of all the challenges, because of all the interference, because of all the negative energy that you both carried, the wounds that you both carried, that you both were a match to, they felt that it would be better to take care of them first, or they were actually quite selfish in that moment. That is for sure, that is being shown to me. It's not being shown to me that they're completely a white slate and a beautiful fairy angel. No. There were problems, and those problems happen in all relationships. No relationship is perfect. You have to make it perfect. You have to work out on relationships. So what happened with them is that they needed to learn this lesson by practical experience, because they felt that relationships, some of the relationships are very perfect, some of the relationships are very nice. It could be possible that their own relationship, when they saw their parents were not very happy couple, or maybe one of the parent had a very negative habit of complaining about a really loving partner also to them. Like maybe the mother had this habit of complaining about the father to this person, or vice versa, Maybe it was a daughter and the father was constantly complaining about the mother to the daughter. So she created that image in her mind that maybe relationships are problematic, so I must attract a person who does not come with all these problems. But maybe when they came across you, even though they had all the love, they could see the problems, and those problems scared them, because for 25 years, for 30 years, or for whatever time, they had been seeing their parents in very toxic situations. In fact, I feel honestly, many people are in very blessed situations and very happy situations, but they have such a big habit of nagging and complaining that they turn the beautiful relationships also into negative relationships. And the worst thing they do is talk to their sensitive children about it. Now, children may not understand that the adults have a habit of fighting and making up. Otherwise, they would not have been together for 30 years, 20 years, 40 years. They don't realize that. They only see that my mother is crying because of my father is crying because of my mother. So they develop this fear or hatred or some kind of trigger every time they would see a problem in a relationship. Now that they are probably with someone else, maybe with a karmic, maybe with another person with whom it is in their destiny to be with, prarabdh, as we say in Hindi, maybe it is pre-written that they have to be with someone who in the first go or initial 6 months or 1 year was a very good actor. Good actors are like that. They can act very well, acted like the best person on this planet, only just to get them to marry them or to trap them or whatever. And this doesn't mean that I am not saying and I'm not talking about the negative situations you went through. However, in life, if you want to heal, you have to put yourself in other people's shoes also. You have to forgive others, because once you forgive others, then only the healing process becomes faster and better. So as per this channeling, I am being shown that this person is doing a lot of self-reflection, and they do realize that hurting someone close was a wrong thing to do, and relationships are not perfect. Maybe instead of falling into the arms of another person, if only they could have waited for a year, 2 years, tried to work on themselves. Maybe they didn't want to work on themselves, or maybe they thought it's too difficult to work on themselves. It's not easy to be a fit person or a rich person or a whatever, so they took some shortcut for it. But that shortcut is probably the worst mistake of their life. So it's very important to acknowledge the emotions, and responsibility has to be taken for our own actions. And maybe this is the big lesson that they are going to learn, that they should acknowledge their fear, their triggers, their wounds, because only if they would have done that, today they would not be going through shame, regret, guilt. The good thing is that they have increased empathy. The good thing is that they've increased their self-reflection. The good thing is that they've learned to acknowledge their negative emotions or their pain. But at the same time, they have a lot of guilt, a lot of regret, and they're going through shame. And all these three feelings are connected to the hell dimension. These are the lowest vibrating feelings. So it could be possible that they are going through a lot of pain because of this. They are not happy, and they in their heads probably feel that they deserve to be punished. Some of them are also going through that feeling that I've done this, it was my karma, now I'm reaping it. And some of them are probably doing some amends, like they're contacting, they're messaging, or they're apologizing. They feel that they must say sorry at least to the other person. Some are maybe going to a therapist. Some are working on themselves. First, these people need to rebuild the trust within, because they broke their own trust also. They broke their own trust. How? Because they fell in love with a person. They met someone beautiful. They met someone nice. And then instead of trying to work things out, or trying to research or reevaluate things, or as I just said, reflection, self-reflection, and increase their empathy towards the other person, try to understand that maybe the other person is also coming from difficult situations. Instead of doing all of that, they prefer to take a shortcut, or they prefer to just run away. So now they're realizing that running away was not a good thing. It was probably something that they should not have done. Maybe they did make some other changes, like they made some health changes, maybe they moved away, maybe they financially became very good. They did some good things also, so for a while it was easy for them to attract another person. It did not happen in a day. The separation phase, when initially it was separation, just separation, then maybe these two people were going through separation. Maybe they were struggling with their feelings of limitations. But when they started working on themselves, instead of sharing the success, instead of sharing the fruits of their labor with the person who they should have given it to, like I can sense very strongly that you were the one who deserved it. You were the one who they should have walked up to and told you that, hey, you know what, I made this much money, let's do something good from it. I've already troubled you a lot. Or hey, I am feeling so much better now, I think we should meet, or we should talk. But for you also, the barrier came when they discarded you and they betrayed you. And it's a matter of self-respect. Self-respect is so important. Maybe that self-respect has intensified their own emotional turmoil, because they maybe did not expect you to have that much self-respect. Even those people who tried to contact, because the amendments cannot be simply just making contact or just apologizing. It has to be more, something more. So now they're realizing that now your self-respect has risen so high that they are not able to bring you back or win over you or even be like good friends with you, because you don't want to be friends with a person who backstabbed you so badly. So all of these things were shown to me around you, and if you're going through these feelings, it means that you have personally worked a lot on yourself, and you may have suffered a lot when they were gone, and you may have gone through these type of things like self-reflection or empathy or acknowledgement of your emotions or accepting who you are in some different way. So now that you learn to do it, you have created an impact on other people also, especially those who were not treating you very fairly. For personal situations, you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. All information is given in the description box below. For those who are out of India, you can book a session via PayPal link, which is given in the description box. So I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.